I wasn't Rudy from Notre Dame. I was a little better than that, but I was a walk-on. I had a chip on my shoulder. 5'5", 150 pounds. Wait a second, that wasn't the punchline. The punchline was later. That wasn't the punchline. 5'5", 150 pounds from Connecticut, which is not a hotbed of football activity. So I get to Miami, and of course, Miami is the cradle of coaches. A lot of history there. My brother went there, and when he was 2 years ahead of me, and I would interact with football players, very good guys, very good at what they did, and I wanted to be in that group. So I went to Miami as a 5'5", 150-pound guy, as a walk-on. Show up the first day, you go into this little room at Millette Hall, about 25 guys, they think they're God's gift to football, and they were overlooked and the program made a mistake. After that first day, if there were 25 people in the room, only 10 came back the next day. Okay, so you start dwindling down the number of walk-ons interested. It's a tough thing to do, being a walk-on. You're the practice dummy. And frankly, the scholarship players, they treat you differently. All right, you're not at their level, at least that's what they think. Of course, I was walking on with a guy named Ron Carpenter. I don't know if you remember that name, but look in the Miami record books, you'll find his name there. He was good. He came in as a walk-on with me from Cincinnati. I'm trying to remember the high school, but Princeton. It was Princeton High School. And this guy, he's 6'1", 185 pounds. He had a flat top. He looked like he was a scholarship player. And he had the attitude to match it. He had that confidence. And so he walks in the room, and we knew that this guy, he must be good. He walks on the field. The scholarship players try to treat him differently. He clashes with them, fights them, takes them on. And the rest of us walk-ons are like, hey, Ron, calm down, man. They're going to take it out on us. Calm down. All right? You're getting a little out of control here. He made the rest of us walk-ons feel uncomfortable. But in his own way, he was stepping out. He had the confidence to step out of the group and say, I belong here. I belong here. You want me to play offense? I'll play offense. I'm going to score on you. You want me to play defense? I can play defense too. And I'm going to intercept your passes. And he did that. He was good. I don't know if any of you saw him play, but he was good. And he showed the rest of us walk-ons, hey, yeah, we can do that. We can do that too. We're like you scholarship players. We can do that too. And so Ron gave the rest of us the confidence. Wait, that wasn't a punchline either. Now, what are you laughing at? Is the hair, the afro that I'm missing? That was 1988. A long time ago. A lot of hair ago, too. So I was smiling. I was happy. Ron Carpenter gave guys like me the confidence to do more, to be bigger, to walk taller. That's from 92. Trying to get to something here. But part of that was the lesson that we were learning from our coaches. Randy Walker is one of those coaches. Some of you knew Randy. Some of you ever heard of Randy Walker?
Yeah.
Man, he was probably 5'7". All right? But he was 5'7". He was built and intense. All right, this is a guy he was a Miami man. He came in, we'd had a string of losing seasons. So, it wasn't exactly Miami's football heyday. But we were trying to get back to that. And they brought Randy Walker in to turn things around. And boy, did he ever. And he did it by stripping that losing mentality from the players. And it wasn't easy. It took 2-a-days and pads in the heat. A lot of yelling from Coach Walker. He'd get all red-faced. Did you know it was? You did. I mean, he had a temper because he was passionate about what he did. And he knew how to win. So did Coach Hepp. Coach Hepp was on Walker's staff. He was coaching the defense. I would face him as a wide receiver in practice every day. So these are two great coaches. And the message was clear from them. It was consistent from them. It was always the same thing. And the words that they instilled in me and my teammates haunt me today. It haunts me in a good way today. When I go to work, and I've been in this business for 25 years now, I think about the things that they used to teach us. I think about it. Winners do the little things that losers won't do. You know, we were coming off a losing season, and this was the first message. Do you want to be great, or do you want to be what you were? Winners do the little things that losers won't do. That was one thing. You can overcome adversity. When you have back-to-back losing seasons, people don't want to go to your games, that's adversity. In your own life, we all have adversity. It's a fact of life. And so these coaches instilled these messages in their players, and eventually, things began to turn around. You know, Walker, Hepp, and many of the other coaches on our staff, many of whom have gone on to big coaching jobs, these were the messages that they instilled in us. So I earned a scholarship. I became a backup to Milt Stiegel, who was a great receiver at Miami, went on to be the Jerry Rice of Canada. Oh yeah, he set every record. And so I backed him up for a couple of years, and I started, but I got a scholarship. And I became a leader on the team because I bought into the message. I was one of the smallest guys on the team. I was one of the fastest, all right? So I wasn't Rudy of Notre Dame. But I was an overachiever, always have been, always will be. And I was back then. But while Ron Carpenter went on to the NFL and he won a Super Bowl with the St. Louis Rams, he had a good, solid career in the NFL and also came back to coach at Miami. I had that one